unit, first topic, that is coconut processing. So you all are aware of coconut. So in a daily life we are consuming coconut. So coconut is kind of a thing or coconut water is a kind of a water which is very healthy and which is very nutritious for our health. So you people are all aware of it. So today we will see the processing of the coconut and several different products from the coconut. So in the processing of the coconut, there is nothing to process, simply we are cutting it. So when we are going to make the byproducts or when we are going to make the several products from the coconut, that time we need the processing. So we will see different products and the processing of the coconut. So coming to the introduction part, we will start with the introduction. So coconut, you people all know by this time that this is a plantation crop. Coconut is a primary plantation crop. So coconut is only the tropical crop commercially cultivated in about 93 countries with an area of 11.8 billion hectares and the production is 15 billion nuts. And in India, Kerala stands first for both the production in the area and the cultivation as well as production. So it is one such large plantation crop, and Kerala is coming in the first with the term of production and cultivation for coconut processing. So it is essentially an oil seed crop. So you people all are aware of, we are using coconut oil for consumption, we are using coconut oil for cosmetic purpose or hair oil, as such a hair oil. There is another term called virgin coconut oil that is quite healthy. So which providing all amenities for human life such as food, energetic beverage, as a medicine, as fiber, wood, shell, and the variety of raw material and the production of the number. So not only the coconut water or the oil, the all part of the coconut we can use it either by as such for the consumption, otherwise for the utilities or for the medicinal purpose or for the cosmetic purpose. There are several way of usage of coconut. Even the outer part or the copra also uses for the giving of a cleaning purpose or making of the scrubber purpose, that is also have a use. So because of all the usage, it is known as tree of heaven or kalpa vriksha. So in Indian culture it is known as kalpa vriksha or trees of heaven because of its so much of uses. Next, the origin. So where it came from? The origin of coconut is South Pacific island of Polynesia and Melanesia of Southeast Asia and South America. So the mainly it came from South Pacific island of Polynesia. So coconut is not originated in India, it is from outside India. So major coconut producers countries are Indonesia with a share of 29.9%, then Philippines, then India, and then Sri Lanka. So these are the main 4 countries where the production of coconut is high. In India, I already told Kerala is the first place, then comes Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So you can understand mostly the coastal region is famous for coconut processing. The fruit is a fibrous drupe of 1.2 kg and the maturity period, it takes almost 12 months for a coconut to get matured. So here comes the coconut. So what we called all the parts, as far you know, so if I will consider it as a exocarp. So exocarp is the outside part, this part is known as exocarp. Next part is the mesocarp. Mesocarp is fibrous with a thickness of 4 to 8 centimeter thickness. So this is the mesocarp. Next is the endocarp. Endocarp is the ovoid shell enclosing an albuminous endosperm. So, this inside part is known as endoscarp. And finally, we are getting the meat and single seed. Okay. So, inside this white part, whatever is there, that is known as meat. So, here you can see in the seed also there will be the seed coat, the brown color layer. If you will break a coconut, this part is the seed coat. Then cellular endosperm, this part is known as cellular endosperm. The liquid what we used to drink, that is known as water. This is liquid endosperm, or the white color layer that will be there, that is liquid, and inside there will be a embryo. So, this meat and liquid endosperm and the water will be inside the endocarp portion. So, you should know all the parts. And one more part, this part majorly where you have this fibrous part, when we are drying it, after drying, this part is known as copra, okay, which I told that it can be used for several utilities, for cleaning purpose or household purpose we are using it. Next, starting from the harvesting. So, when we are going to start the harvesting? After in a tall variety, there are two varieties. You can see one will be the very tall variety, another one will be the short variety. So, the production for tall variety, first harvesting after 6 to 7 years after planting you will get it. And in case of dwarf variety or small variety, after 4 to 5 years we will get the start the fruit. Here this takes 5 to 8 years for a stable yield. When it will start giving you the first fruit, after that it needs 5 to 8 years to get a stable yield from the fruit. From fruit setting to the maturity, it takes almost 1 month, 1 year, 12 months of timing, and inflorescence produces every month, hence harvesting is done throughout the year. So, you can harvest it throughout the year, there is no certain time for proper harvesting it. So, number of harvesting will be 6 to 12, and harvesting interval will be 45 days in case of summer and 60 days in case of rainy season. So, generally they will harvest it in such a way. And for copra, we need to see the term. So, the first I will tell you, the coconut which we are drinking, which we are used for drinking, that is known as tender coconut. So, the tender coconut is a maturity level of that will be mostly 6 to 9 months. So, we told for a full grown coconut it needs 12 months of time. So, if you are harvesting in between 6 to 9 months, so that coconut we are using for drinking purpose, drinking of coconut water, that is known as tender coconut. Next is known as the coir. Coir is something which we will get it in the 11 months of timing. And finally, we will get the copra. So, copra when it will known as fully ripened coconut. So, these are the three terms which we should know. Next, how to do the after the harvesting, what we are doing? We are going, generally we can see that we are doing the manual harvesting by skilled laborers. They will climb up the trees and they will take it out. Otherwise, except the manual harvesting also, sometimes we are getting it nowadays it is there, the robotic climber is coming. So, it is a very new trend, and cutting will be done with a knife attached with a long bamboo pole, and climbing machines are also available. I told you that the robotic machines are coming which can automatically can get the coconut from the top. So, this is a small scale type of hand operated one small scale machine which can help the people to cut the coconut. Next, what are the chemical changes during the maturity? So, the chemical changes during the maturity will be, first the oil content. The oil content will increase from the 7th month to 12th month. So, when we are getting the coconut, tender coconut, at that time it will just start for the oil purpose, there will be not much more oil. So, when we are using coconut for getting the oil, we should use the fully ripe coconut or at least 12 months used coconut. The protein content will be maximum at the 7th month and decrease progressively and minimum at 12 months. So, you can understand where if I will write it here. So, this is harvesting time. So, what is happening if I am telling the first is the oil content. So, oil content is maximum at 12 months. So, if this is 12 months timing, so oil content is increasing. What is happening? Protein content is maximum at the 7th month. So, protein content is increasing, then it is decreasing. So, this is for protein. And then last is the fiber content. Fiber content increases double that at 7th month. So, fiber content will be also, if it is here, it will be doubled. Okay. So, this is for fiber. So, you can understand at the 7th month why it is useful, the tender coconut water is so much of use, healthy, because it helps, it is having a full amount of protein into it, it is having full amount of fiber into it, it is having a minimum amount of oil into it or fat content into it. So, in all the purposes it solves. So, the tender coconut is quite healthy for our body. So, nut fertilizes post monsoon, more oil and carbohydrate, but less protein content compared to the fertilized at the other season. So, according to the change of the season also, the protein, fat and the nutritional compound varies. So, that's why while harvesting you should keep in mind that for which purpose you want to use the coconut. If it is for the tender coconut only for the water, so you need to harvest it before the 7th month or at the time of 7th month. If you want the coconut to be used for oil purpose or for the other meat purpose, then you need to go for a high timing or 12 months, more than 12 months timing. So, here you can see the different nutritional parameters. So, I will like to say you that there will be like in the tender coconut, it is liquid endosperm, moist, nutritious, natural, it is used as a beverage. So, what is there? One is for the mature coconut water and what is for the tender coconut water. So, here you can see, so the reducing sugars are more in the tender coconut water and there is mineral in more in the tender coconut water. Except these two things, if we are coming to the mineral contents, see the mineral, potassium percentage. There is a high amount of potassium. In the matured it is 247, whereas in the tender coconut it is 290%. Then there is a sodium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus and next is the iron content. So, iron is 79 in case of mature and tender coconut water is having 1060% of iron present in it. So, even copper is also present in the coconut water. So, this is the coconut water. What are the minerals, what are the chemical composition or the biochemical presence is there. Here I have mentioned about coconut kernel, so which is having a 8 months of maturity. So, you can see here there is a high amount of protein and high amount of fat. So, 26.67% of fat and 10% of protein is present, except that there will be fiber, carbohydrate, ash and minerals. So, that is why depends on your usage. You have to choose the coconut for the proper time. Next is the presence of vitamins. So, you can see here, this is a vitamin B group in the coconut water. So, there are nicotinic acid, pantothenic acid, biotin, riboflavin, folic acid, thiamine and pyridoxine. So, all the things will be almost present in the coconut water except the vitamin. First we saw that protein is there, fat is there, minerals, there are so many essential minerals present. Next we saw there are several vitamins are present. Except all this, there is another major thing which is very much helpful for the body, that is amino acid composition. There are several essential amino acids present in coconut water. So, what are those? Mainly alanine, arginine, cysteine, serine, lysine, leucine, then prolamine, phenylalanine, whatever essential amino acid you can tell, all those are present in coconut water. So, if the questions comes for you that why coconut water is considered as one of the very important or health benefit food or beverage considered as, so you have to write like what are the biochemical presence and what are the vitamins, minerals, what are the amino acids present in the coconut water. Next we will see the minimal processing of tender coconut. So, from the Kerala Agriculture University, there are several processes they have given for tender coconut water processing, minimal processing for the tender coconut. So, the first is the dipping partially the dehusked tender coconut in a solution of 0.5% of citric acid and 0.5% of potassium metabisulfite for 3 minutes. So, we have to combine the citric acid and potassium metabisulfite, and if you will dip the tender coconut inside. The product can be stored up to 24 days in the refrigerated condition at 5 to 7 degrees centigrade. So, one major part here. So, you people still know that when we are taking the coconut water fresh, the taste of it and the packaged water or the nowadays we are getting a Tetra Pak bottle for the coconut water. So, that the two tastes are having a very different taste from the fresh one. So, it is very difficult to store the coconut water. Still the researchers are going on to make it stored in a proper condition or to make it stored in a proper with a proper taste and without harming the quality. So, still it is in the process, but still there are some of the alteration or some of the researches what we have came out, and from that only we got the Tetra Pak bottle what we are getting it in the market nowadays. So, we can store it in the 24 days at 5 to 7 degrees centigrade and can be transported to the distant place where there will be, they can use it as a soft drink, or they are not related to the, they are not getting the coconut at that places. So, next is the preservation and packing of tender coconut water in the products or aluminum cans. So, DFRL that developed the Coconut Development Board, okay, sorry, this is not a slide. Here we were talking the Coconut Development Board in collaboration with DFRL, they have made one packaging material where we can store the coconut water. So, the technology of packaging of tender coconut in the pouches and aluminum cans with a shelf life more than 6 months under normal ambient condition and 12 months under refrigerated conditions. So, I already told you there are several researches are going on, still it is under a process, that how can store the tender coconut water without harming or changing its taste and quality. So, either you can process it or you can mix the chemicals or you can process it with something, otherwise you need to change your packaging material to make it shelf stable. So there are about half dozen units in India available this technology and doing commercial production. This technology is available to entrepreneurs at a total lump sum transfer fee of rupees 3 lakh. So they are transferring the technology to the people who want to develop or who want to do a business with this technology. Next, here you can see this is known as snowball tender nut. Okay. Snowball tender nut. Remember the short form. This is important for short questions. So SBTN. So I don't know, you might have seen, or some people you have seen. Mostly this is famous in Kerala and it is mostly used outside India. This Singapore, Thailand, these places. What they will do? This snowball tender nut machine. Okay. They will cut the coconut meat like a whole ball shape. They will not cut it, we are cutting it normally from the middle, or we are just grating it, but they will not cut it, they will cut the top layer and they will take it as such, the whole ball. Okay. Snowball tender coconut is a tender coconut without the husk, shell and tester, which is in a ball shape and white in color. So with that they will give it in form of like whole form, they will eat it. I have tested this one in Singapore. What they used to do, they put inside this tender coconut, this ball, the ice cream scoop in that. So it was very tasty. So there are several products that we can also develop in India for marketing. Next, it will look like this, and they will keep it, they will store it in refrigerated conditions. So there is another cutter or machine. This is known as tender nut punch and cutter, a simple device which has developed in CPCRI. This is a coconut board, and for making of small hole in the coconut and a cutter open into two halves. This one, what they will do, normally in the roadside or in home, we are cutting it from the mouth, like generally we used to cut this portion. So here they are not going to cut it, they are just going to punch it. So if you will press this one, if you will have a press here, it will punch this one and it will make a hole. From that hole you can get the coconut water, and this one they are using for making it into two halves, or to get the inside coconut, tender coconut, coir coconut. So next here the bottled coconut water. So what is that? Bottled coconut water of a use as a, I already told you, as we can use it as a soft drink, or in sometimes it can use for the sports people also. They are also taking the tender coconut water. And coconut water can be marketed as a soft drink if it is preserved and packed. Non-carbonated beverage can be produced from the coconut water of matured nuts. So there is a chance for making some carbonated beverage, non-carbonated beverage. The process involves collection of water, upgradation and pasteurization, filtration and bottling. So there is several coconut products, I told already, they are present. One such product is known as Netta de cocoa. So this is important. How to make a Netta de cocoa? This is mixing of sugar, acetic acid and culture liquor of acetobacter with coconut water. Okay. This is known as Netta de cocoa. It is also comes in so many places for or gate questions. This is a common question, what is Netta de cocoa. So next is the vinegar. You can make vinegar from coconut water by adding equal quantity of brown sugar and a little yeast with coconut water. You can get vinegar. Next is the toddy. It is also very famous in Kerala. It is a sweet juice containing sucrose as the main constituent obtained by tapping the unopened sap. So here you can see this, from the unopened sap of the coconut you can get toddy, which if the days or the generally toddy used to collect in the early morning. As the days passes, it used to ferment and it produces alcohol. So, toddy is a quite famous beverage in Kerala. So, next we will see the process of Nettari cocoa. So, in case of Nettari cocoa, initially coconut water will be strained and mixed with sugar and glacial acetic acid, and in some of the proportion, then it will be boiled for the 10 minutes and cool. Add the culture solution and the mixture in a wide mouth glass or plastic jars, and cover the jars with a paper and thin cloth for the dust. Next, it is then kept aside undisturbed for 2 to 3 weeks. So, we will keep all the products for 2 to 3 weeks. After this period, a white jelly like thick surface growth is harvested, washed thoroughly to remove the acetic acids and sliced into cubes. So, when you will prepare it after 2-3 weeks, it will form a jelly kind of substance, white. So, we need to rub it and we will get rid of all the acids present in that. It is then immersed in the flavored sugar solution, again boiled and packed it in a glass jars or retortable pouches, sterilized and sealed. So, after getting that cubes, we will put it in the sugar solution and we will dip it and we will get the product that is known as Nettari cocoa. Okay. So, next is the process of vinegar. So, the matured coconut water consisting of 3% of sugar content is concentrated to 10% level by fortifying with sugar. So, we will add sugar into the coconut water, and the fortified coconut water is then fermented, inoculating the solution with the yeast, mainly Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So, we will use this yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae for fermenting the sugar added coconut water. Then after alcoholic fermentation, about 4 to 5 days, the clear liquid is siphoned off and inoculated with mother vinegar containing the Acetobacter bacteria. So, first we will use yeast in this case for culture medium. Next we will use bacteria for producing. The alcoholic fermentation obtained is then fed into the vinegar generator, where the feed is uniformly sprayed over the surface over the porous packing medium. So, afterwards we will put all this, we will take it out and we will put all this in a porous medium. Here the alcoholic fermentation is oxidized to acetic acid. So, there will be oxidation happens and acetic acid will produce. The product is run out of packing medium by gravity flow into the receiving vat. From there it is recycled into the vinegar generator, and the process acidification is repeated until a strength of 4% is attained. So, what is all about this? First we will take the coconut water, we will add sugar into it, then we will add yeast into it, then we will keep the culture for 4 to 5 days. After the alcoholic fermentation, we will put bacteria into it. We will culture the bacteria, which is Acetobacter bacteria mostly, which will give you the vinegar, that acetic acid. After this culture adding of this, we can get the, put it in a siphonic flask we will use, and after that we will get acetic acid from it. So, from that acetic acid we will recycle the process until and unless the concentration or the strength of the vinegar will be like 4%, and then we will, vinegar will be aged before the bottling. So, aging process will be done before we will bottle the vinegar. So, these are nothing but the processing of the coconut water. From coconut water what we can process. The first one we saw, that is the Nettari cocoa. The next one we saw the processing of the vinegar. So, the ingredients, if I have given a sample condition, if it is a 1 liter, sugar will be 1 kg, ginger, citric acid, lemon juice and sodium benzoate. Okay, this is not for the vinegar, this is for the coconut water squash. So sometimes they will make the squash out of the coconut water also. For making the squash, these are the proportion. So in the coconut water squash, how much is the energy consumption or how much will be the nutritional benefit, it has been mentioned here. Next we will see the coconut chips. This is also a very traditional or very popular dish from Kerala. So it is like a crispy, ready to eat, serve as a snacks. Like normally you have saw that banana chips, but sometimes they will prepare these coconut chips also. So it could be also used as like a fresh kernel after the rehydration of the chips in the hot water. So it can be used in the form of normal chips or it can be rehydrated, it can be used as. So it will look like this. So these are the some of the photographs of the coconut sellers. So they will cut it, they will take this snowball tender nut, what I told you, the outside meat, coconut meat will be used. Then coconut meats will be cut into halves. Then they will take the pieces, small pieces they will cut it, thin layers, and multi-purpose slicer otherwise they will use for making the chips. So after that the final will look like this. So they will make a osmotic medium. So for a syrup, 1 liter of water, 1 kg of sugar, 20 gram of salt, for 600 gram of slices. So 2 big coconut if you are taking, so you have to take this. And then there will be agent of flavoring agent, any flavoring agent you can use, mostly they will add ginger into it and it will be used for a spicy chips, it can be used for. So after this osmotic treatment will be done. From this they will dry it, either sun drying method or otherwise oven drying method will be used for this. Finally it will be packed after the drying. So what are the this is our DFRL product. So this is the physicochemical properties of the coconut chips. The one main concentration, one main part you need to find out or you have a doubt. So coconut will be white in color. So if you will directly heat it up or you will directly put it in the sunlight or oven, the change of color will be there. So it will turn into brown color. So the osmotic dehydration, this part or this pre-treatment is done to reduce the change in color. So once you think of eating of coconut chips, it should be in your mind or in the consumer preference, it will be like a white color. It should not be like a potato chips yellow color or red color. So for that reason only this osmotic dehydration used to be there to maintain the color properties. So there are some fortified chips also. This is a control chips, this is a beetroot chips, and this is a pineapple chips it has been given. So there are some the fortified coconut chips also DFRL has been produced. So here there is a slicer, coconut slicer. So now coming, so we have now seen up to this snowball tender nut, nata de cocoa, vinegar, squash, coconut chips. So already 5 products from the coconut meat or from the coconut water. Next comes the coconut oil. So coconut oil is another very huge marketed product which comes from the coconut meat or coconut, the matured coconut. So annual production will be 4.5 lakh tons or 65%, which is been used in cosmetic and the industrial use. So 35% of this will be used as for the edible purpose. There are 3 purposes I already told. It can be used for as a coconut oil for as a food. Next it can be used for making of the for cosmetic use like hair oil or any liquid soap, they will use the coconut oil. And the last is the industrial purpose. So there is some of the industrial purpose. So here you can see in the fatty acid composition, now coming to the coconut oil, the fatty acid composition, it is mostly saturated fatty acid. Okay. So 92% of saturated fatty acid is present in coconut oil, and monosaturated fatty acid is 6% and 2% will be this polyunsaturated fatty acid. So So that's why coconut oil is considered as one of the good oil. But personally I will tell you, I don't like the flavor or the smell of the coconut oil if something cooked with the coconut oil. But I know that for Kerala people and some parts of Tamil Nadu also, they prefer this coconut oil for daily cooking purpose. It is a very good or healthy product for if you are thinking for a body or nutrition if in the base you are talking, then it is quite healthy. So this is the chemical composition of the coconut oil with the other oil. So here the main part you need to see is this lauric acid. So coconut oil mainly rich in the lauric acid, whereas you can find out this myristeric acid, caproic acid, caprylic acid, this is high in some different oils. So there is here it is for coconut oil, this is palm kernel oil, palm oil, corn oil, soybean oil and sunflower oil. So all the fatty acid like caproic, capryic, cavlauric, myristeric, palmitic, arachidonic, oleic, linoleic, linolenic, all has been given in this chart. But the main important part is coconut oil is rich in the lauric acid. If you will compare it with the other oil, the only thing is the palm kernel oil. But palm kernel oil is generally not used as such in the market or for the consumption daily use. But this coconut oil can be, that's why it is very much healthy. So next we will see the omega 6 and the omega 3 fatty acid ratio is important in our human body. So the optimal fatty acid ratio for a human body is 4:1. So we need for our body the 4:1 ratio, omega 6 is to omega 3. In the Indian diet it is almost 60:1, whatever we are consuming in our daily life, that is 60:1. Sunflower, it is having 160:1 ratio, whereas why they are telling that coconut oil is so much healthy, because coconut oil is 3:1. So it is almost near to the optimum condition what we should consume in a day. So that's why coconut oil is quite healthy for the health. So this is a copra. I already told in the beginning itself, even the copra also for coconut it will be useful. So copra will be drying time will be minimum of, we will dry the copra for 6 to 8 days, for 6 to 7 hours per day, and quality deterioration due to the deposition of the dirt. So generally we will put it in the dirt, that's why there will be a quality deterioration. Otherwise if we will keep it normally, or if we can dry the copra in a normal place, it will be good. So poor quality oil not possible during the monsoon months. So it will be used for getting the oil. So this is the main thing. So you need to dry it first, and then from this you will get the oil. So small holders copra dryer, this is a kind of small dryer they have been made. So it is a capacity of 400 nuts per batch, and it comes with a very low cost, that is a 7,500 rupees. This is a quite farmer friendly. So you can understand from the structure itself it is not very difficult, but it can dry the copra very easily. So coconut oil, there are two methods, wet method and dry method. So copra crushing in the rotary mills after drying, then cooking. Oil expellers will be used mostly in case like expellers will be used 65 to 70%, hydraulic press will be used, then screw expeller will be used to get the oils, and residual oil by solvent extraction method from the press cake. So after the oil extraction, whatever the press cake will be present, from that we can get the residual oil by solvent extraction method. So after copra will be crushed, and then it will be cooked, and then it will be used for the, it will put it in the expellers to get the coconut oils. Next comes the most important term here, the virgin coconut oil. I already told you in the beginning, this virgin coconut oil is in the trend right now. not now, from the last 10 years it comes, but nowadays almost everybody knows about the virgin coconut oil. So, virgin coconut oil is known why the wonder drug in the form of oil. So, it is known as one of kind of a medicine in the form of oil, you can tell. So, virgin coconut oil as a herbal supplement we can use it. The mono MCFS of virgin coconut oil is remarkable. So, and it is having an antimicrobial property that kill the harmful viruses, bacteria, fungi and parasites. So, this is antimicrobial properties. Okay. The cleanliness, what it will do, why, how it will help, it will clean the liver, flush out the gallstones if it something is having, and if improve your health. The medium chain fatty acid in the virgin coconut oil goes directly to the liver and intermediately converted to the energy. So, why virgin coconut oil is so much helpful? Because of it MCFS. So, what is MCFS? Medium chain fatty acids. So, you already saw there will be so many fatty acids present in that. So, in that fatty acids also this virgin coconut oil will be mainly consist of the medium chain fatty acids, which will be helpful for all the health benefits. So, benefits: regular intake of virgin coconut oil supports the thyroid function. So, it helps for thyroid functions because it increase the metabolism and energy. Next, strengthen the immune system, can tumor tissues and thus inhibit the tumor growth. Next is medium chain triglycerides of VCO improve the function of the liver and kidney because of its detoxification, eliminating build-up. So, there will be, I told you, it is an antimicrobial. So, when it will go directly to the liver, it can help to rid of the any virus, bacteria present in it. So, virgin coconut oil not being subjected to heat. So, the main property here, it will be not subjected to heat. Even it is subjected to very low heat. Sunlight being extracted from fresh, non-dried coconuts with different process of extraction, it is certainly more in the benefit than the ordinary coconut oil. So, already obviously it is you can understand. So, why it is not? Because of this is the main point. It will be subjected to no heat. It will not be heated. It is higher in vitamins, antioxidants, which is nil in the or negligible in the ordinary coconut. There will be no antioxidant present in the normal coconut oil, but in the virgin coconut oil there is a presence of antioxidants, minerals, medium chain fatty acids, taste, fragrance and even protein content. So, these all are main important for why we are taking it as a drug. So, now how to produce the virgin coconut oil. So, this flow chart is quite important for your exam purpose. So, we will take the full matured coconut, then removal of the husk, the by part will go as a husk and we will cut it into halves, 2 halves. So, if you will cut the one side coconut water also we will separate out. So, we will remove the shell from this and shell also we will take it out. So, removal of testa also we will separate it out. So, whatever is not needed we are cutting it down and we are getting it. So, washing it in the clean water, then grating and pulverizing the kernel. So, whatever kernel you are getting we will pulverize and grate it. So, afterwards we will put it in the coconut milk extractor. So, there will be coconut milk. Sometimes for making some of the very sweet dish or some of the very tasty traditional dishes we are using coconut milk. So, you know that coconut milk can be extracted from the coconut meat, that coconut milk extractor we will give and we will put it in the VCO mill. That coconut milk will be either hot processing in the low heat or fermentation of coconut milk will be done. From that we will get the virgin coconut oil. Okay. So, here is the main process. After this coconut milk, if you will put it in the hot process or fermentation tank, you will get the virgin coconut oil. So, process flowchart for the processing of the virgin coconut oil. So, I will show you some of the figure from this. This is the coconut processing machineries involved in the virgin coconut oil. So, VCO is virgin coconut oil production. So, here they will cut it, then they will grate it, then pulverizing will be done. Next, here we will get the coconut meals, then it is the how they are doing the process. This is the by fermentation method. There will be these tanks will be there, the coconut milk will be put inside and it will be upside down, and there will be the production or fermentation process will go on in like this. So, by this method, and this coconut milk cooker. So, whatever coconut milk you will get, afterwards we can cook it in the other process in a low heat. So, here by centrifuge method also you can use either fermentation or low heat or centrifuge method for coconut process. So, this is how it looks like. It is for the fermentation process, this is how it looks. After hot process, this is how it looks, and after the centrifuge process, this is how it looks. So, the most from these three also, if you will compare these three process for getting the coconut virgin coconut oil, so most benefited is the fermentation process because of no heat generation. So, next we will see the fatty acid profile of the coconut testa oil. So, up to here we have finished the virgin coconut oil. Next we will see the fatty acid in the testa oil. There will be testa oil also. So, here also you can see there will be n number of fatty acids are present. So, in that mostly this lauric acid and myristeric acid, it is much in the testa oil. So, dominant FFA lauric acid in coconut testa oil is 38.07%, followed by the myristeric acid and palmitic acid. So, the last one will be the main will be palmitic acid. So, lauric acid, myristeric acid and palmitic acid. The derivative of myristeric acid ester profile is used in cosmetic and tropical medicine preparation where good absorption through the skin is desired. So, because of this myristeric acid esters, the esters isopropyl myristeric is used in the cosmetic product and the tropical medicine preparation where good absorption can be possible. So, VCO meal. So, in the VCO meal you saw that it is having a moisture, ash, protein, peroxide value and FFA. So, you have mentioned in the oil for making. So, whenever this part will come, whenever you are considering any oil or if you are going to taste any oil, so what are the main important parameters you need to check? One is the FFA. So, that is free fatty acid. You all know, I hope, free fatty acids. Next is the IV. IV is the iodine value. Next is the PV. PV is the peroxide value. Next is the melting point. So, in which temperature the oil gets melted. Next is the flash point. And last is the smoke point. Okay. So, these are the things when you are talking about any oil composition. Next, last is here we are seeing the coconut sap. So, coconut sap is a sugar containing juice, is rich in source of ascorbic acid and carbohydrate with sucrose as the major sugar. It cools the body as known as refrigerant drink or health drink. So coconut sap contains high amount of essential elements such as N, P, K, Mg and micronutrients, several micronutrients. Next is coconut sugar, which is main product of the sap, is good for both diabetic and non-diabetic patients. So it can be used any n number of patients, it can be used for. So amino acids and vitamins content of fresh coconut sap, I have given the values, I am not going to tell, but one major thing is here I want to tell you that glutamic acid is one of the amino acid which is rare in different places. You can get it from coconut, and in case of inositol, this vitamin is present in coconut water. So these are the main two things what is very uncommon and which is very rare in the normal daily food. So you can get these two things from coconut water except the other things. Okay. So next, 16 amino acids in sap out of 20 essential amino acids. Highest is the glutamic acid. So already I told you, assist in the maintaining the proper acid and alkalinity balance in the body. So it will balance. Sometimes instead of taking ORS, doctor suggested to take coconut water when you are weak or when you are sick or in the hot summer days, because of this presence of the minerals content and because of the balance of the this acid and alkali balance inside the body. So that's why coconut water is healthy. So decrease the craving of the sweets and sugar, which is beneficial to lose the weight content, and component of folic acid, antioxidant and improves the mental capacities, and depression, fatigue, any other things can be given. Important nutrition, potassium across the blood and nature's brain food, which can be used as. Next is the inositol. I told you it is a nutrient of vitamin B complex, component of phospholipids in the brain, skeletal and heart and the reproductive tissue. This helps for all the brain and heart diseases. So it reduces the blood cholesterol, prevents the arteries hardening, removes the fat from the liver, essential for hair growth, creates a calming effect, beneficial for treatment of eye abnormalities and prevention of finally the cancer. So this is having so many benefits, this coconut. So we will see another product from coconut, that is known as coconut jaggery. But we will do in the coconut jaggery, we will take a sap with a pH of 7 and we will stain it. Any foreign matters will be there rejected. After that we will boil it. So removal of the scum. Scum is the foam part. When you will boil something or there will be sugar, there will be foam formation. That part is known as scum. After that we will concentrate it and we will remove the water. Then we will pour into the hot molds prepared out of the coconut leaves. So here you can see this, that there will be, these molds are made of the coconut leaves itself. So they will make the mold. So after that they will take the molds and they will put the hot mold into the coconut leaves and cooling it in the room temperature. That will be known as coconut jaggery. Other part is very interesting is the coconut honey. So we will take the coconut sap, again same thing, filtration, boiling and concentration of the honey. So we will remove the water and coconut honey will be produced. So the bricks will be 75 to 80 degree bricks for the coconut honey. So we will see here a video for coconut, several processing of the coconut and different products of the coconut, and then we will go forward again.
Coconut tree, the Kalpak Vriksha, is indeed a blessing for humanity. The tree is a part and parcel of millions' life, providing health, beauty and taste. Today, coconut products has undergone various transformations as value-added products to meet the needs of the hour in the global market. Tender coconut water. This refreshing, high nutrient and low calorie energy drink is pure, healthy and natural. Tender coconut water is a health tonic rich in vitamins and minerals. It protects heart and maintains youthful skin. It smoothens functioning of nerves and muscles and regulated fluid levels in cells. Tender coconut water is the richest source of electrolytes, chlorides and potassium. It is bottled in accordance with international standards. This energy drink from the lap of nature refreshes, refuels and rehydrates the body. Coconut oil is extracted from dried coconut kernel or copra. Its numerous uses are universally acknowledged. It's the perfect cooking oil for healthy and tasty food. Coconut oil has a multitude of health benefits, improving digestion and immunity against a host of infections and diseases. The saturated fat in the oil contains about 50% lauric acid, which helps in actively preventing various heart problems like high cholesterol levels and high blood pressure. Coconut oil is very useful for weight loss. It contains short and medium chain fatty acids that help in taking off excessive weight. Coconut oil is extensively used for hair care. It helps in healthy growth of hair and reduces protein loss, which can lead to dandruff. Coconut oil is an excellent massage oil that acts as an effective moisturizer on all types of skin, including dry skin. Virgin coconut oil is prepared from fresh coconut milk through the process of centrifugation. It is the best for healthcare and cooking. The virgin coconut oil is rich in phytochemicals which fights and controls diseases from diabetes, cholesterol, Alzheimer's to the deadly ones like cancer and AIDS. It is used as a best medicine for skin care and hair care. Virgin coconut oil is outstanding for the skin care of newborn babies. Desiccated coconut is the dehydrated, shredded flesh of coconut. It is an essential component for the making of most of the biscuits, chocolates and toffees, as it offers great taste and numerous culinary benefits. Desiccated coconut is a rich source of lauric acid and medium-chain saturated fat, which in turn boosts resistance power and protect against heart attack and stroke. Coconut milk is a nutritional and an inevitable ingredient for cooking. It is popular for its taste as well as its richness. It is an essential component for some of the curries, candies, etc. This liquid that comes from the grated meat of coconut is used in diversified ways. Coconut milk is also used as a substitute for the fat-rich animal milk. Today we have numerous soft drinks made of coconut milk mixed with various flavors in the market. This nutrition-rich coconut milk gives strength to bone, improves the immunity power, and controls the body weight. The innumerable goodness makes it as good as breast milk for the newborn babies. Coconut crispy chips. These delicious slices of dehydrated mature coconut kernels are rich in vitamins and lauric acid. Neera, the palm nectar, is a revolution in the coconut development sector. This health drink is delicious, translucent in color, and high in nutritional value. Neera is a rich source of amino acids, vitamins, calcium, iron, potassium, and indeed is a treasure trove of nutrients. Neera is free of cholesterol, fat, and alcohol content. Glutamic acid, which is used in the biosynthesis of proteins, is rich in Neera. It is diabetic friendly because of the lower glycemic index. Neera is the only natural juice rich in vitamin A, B, and C. Neera is processed and preserved in its natural form, employing several technologies to retain the vitamins, sugar, and other nutrients beneficial for health. Today, this health drink with its high curative properties does a booming business of millions. Neera now crosses international borders to US, UK, Russia and Gulf countries. Neera is not just a health drink today, but is effectively used in the making of various products like syrup, jaggery, vinegar, honey, candy, etc. These byproducts are used in the making of delicious jams, cake, cookies, etc. CDB Institute of Technology, Aluva, Kerala is a major concern of Coconut Development Board. This center, which was accredited by National Accreditation Board for testing and calibration laboratories, has now turned out into an excellent center for quality test as well as chemical, biological, nutritional checking. The center has undertaken numerous researches, project trainings and experiments for new products.
Next, we will see the coconut hosterium. So, what is this? This is when the ripe coconut comes into the contact with the water or the moisture of sufficient, it commences to germinate. So, here from germination of coconut, here this part inside, this is known as hosterium. Okay. So, from this the germination will start. So, the plum bubble of the embryo grows towards the soft eye and the other end of the embryo develops as an absorbent spongy growth known as coconut hosterium or coconut apple. So, inside this part, this is the coconut meat you can see. So, this yellow part inside, if you will break that one also, inside that endosperm, sometimes when it comes to the contact of water or moisture for a long time, it will make a coconut apple or it is known as coconut hosterium. So, these are the, it will look like this. Sometimes you might have seen inside that part will be there. In some cases, if you will break it down or there will be the flower, mostly we will tell there will be the generation of flower. So, that will be the coconut apple. So, this is the physiochemical composition of the coconut apple, and this also has been used to make some product. They have in the places they make pasta from this, okay, from the coconut. So, the last is the desiccated coconut. So, coconut powder what we are using, either nowadays we are getting it in a powder form also in the malls and the supermarkets. Previously generally we used to do it in the home fresh as such, but now the grated powder is also available in the markets. So, the conclusion is, due to the presence of many beneficial components in the coconut and its products, the health attributes obtained and consuming coconut products are immense. So, that is why there is not such processing is there, but the processing is when you are going to make a product from the coconut. So, now thank you. I will like to tell you, I will just summarize that coconut one first and then I will like to give you the assignment, today's assignment. First one is, we saw from the coconut, we can coconut water, there are 4 or 5 products we can make. So, your assignment will be related to this only, the summary. First what you have to do, you have to make the flow sheet for different products. So, first you take coconut water, like if I will give you the assignment like this, first you will take coconut water. From that there are 5 products, okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, several products are there. Write the flow sheet for this. So, flow sheet for the product. Next you take the oil, coconut oil. So, one will be normal oil, another one will be virgin coconut oil. So, write the flow sheet. Next what you have to do, there are several other products like coconut, jaggery, honey, then apple, coconut apple, grated coconut. So all the products, whatever is present, you need to make the flow sheet for the products. So these are the all products we saw in today's lecture. And the other part of the assignment will be, you have to give the coconut oil and coconut water composition. Write the table. Okay. So from the coconut oil and coconut water, so how it will be beneficial, what is present, that's why it is beneficial, what are the health benefits that is present, like that you have to write it. So these are the two assignments for your today's lecture. Thank you.